no parachute. You know I'm dreaming about us two, playing around without a clue. On the edge, cleaning out. With us it's all or nothing. Ooh, but guess I need more of you. With us it's all or nothing, but guess I need more of you. You say it during night, but in the morning you're asleep. With us it's all or nothing. Ooh, but guess I need more of you. With us it's all or nothing, but guess I need more of you. You say it during night, but in the morning you're asleep. Had to convince my friends this time. Think you're toxic to my mind, but I know they don't know what you're all about. The way you hold my body tight, staying up talking through the night. Yeah, I know they just don't. With us it's all or nothing. Ooh, but guess I need more of you. With us it's all or nothing, but guess I need more of you. You say it during night, but in the morning you're asleep. I need more
The mic check.
With us it's all or nothing. Ooh, but guess I need more of you. Why don't you stay? Why don't we talk about this? Why don't you stay? Why don't we talk about this? With us it's all or nothing. Ooh, but guess I need more of you. With us it's all or nothing, but guess I need more of you. You say it during night.
Hello, Michael.
With us it's all or nothing.
Check out this new introduction. You'll love it. It's fun. Look closely.
But guess I need more of you. With us it's all or nothing.
Alrighty, let's go to Dad Random mode. I think I got everything kind of knocked down, nailed down. I think I got everything kind of under control. By the time I say that, everything goes to crap. But speaking of crap, I still feel like crap, but I'm going to live stream anyway, since I'm probably one of the only people that have probably not said something about that Mavic Mini, that little DJI Mini. Ridge Flyer 32, how you doing? Yeah, we're going to do some mini chat. I do have a new battery sit down there. I just charged up one new battery for my 3-inch. I haven't got the props yet, so I'm going to wait. I'll probably fly it with the new battery today, and then on maybe on Tuesday or Wednesday when the props show up, I got a big pack of 3-inch props. I got a big bag of them, so I'll have a bunch of extra ones. And I got I got ones that have a little more pitch to them, so I'm hoping that will give me some more punch. I like it. I like my quad punchy, so we're hoping to add a little more punch to the flying game. A little practice. Punch gives you control, so you can get out. I'm also going to look at my Expo on that DJI controller. I think I can adjust that. I got to adjust it. Maybe I can't control that. I have to figure that out. I think that's maybe why I haven't done it yet. But hopefully I won't sniffle too much. I've had videos where I've been given you sniffle too much. Stop sniffling. Sorry for sniffling. But let's go. Let's minimize that. All right. Okay. So one of the things I wanted to do was to do a little bit of a visual comparison. I'm only unique in one way, and I think this definitely is something to think about when it comes. Ridge Flyer, can't the pole dancer? Can't wait for the pole dancer segment. You liked that, didn't you? That's pretty good. You gotta admit it. When I was putting that together today, I had a little bit extra creativity mode. And I found some clips in this free I've got this free video clip. Anyway, subscription. I own a ton. I have a ton of different ones, and I put in. I can't remember what I put in. It was like Ready Set Go or something like that. And when I put the search in Ready Set Go, it came up with the pole dancer. So I'm like, I like that. And there was like 5 clips of it. Actually, there's a better one that's better than that. But anyway, I thought that would be kind of fun. I'm going to use that for a while. I thought that was kind of a fun. It's going to get people's attention if you pay attention to the intro. So, but you can't have it better than having a pole dancer on your intro and your countdown intro. All right, let's go to here. Everything's, that's not too bad. I shouldn't be running this over here. Here, let me stop that. That'll help. That didn't stop that. I want to go, it seems like everything's working pretty good. I switched everything to 720. Everything is set as 720. I got rid of a bunch of things, and it's looking like everything's staying pretty good. So until I get my live stream computer in I when I have I have a graphics card in it, it'll probably be a little bit. I'll go back to 1080, but right now I'm gonna do a little 720 for a while. Now I can do 1080, but I'll probably have to do that at work. If I do at end of the day a stream over there, you'll definitely tell the difference because it'll be a lot more high quality over there. All right, so let's go to my main display, and one of the things, actually, I'm gonna put a Twitter window on here too, so I can just click on it and it'll give me Twitter. But this is the little compilation of the pictures with the, I didn't need to do the video, just the still frames were enough. But one of the things I want you to really pay close attention to in this, as you're looking at these photos. Now I'm gonna pick one out probably on here. Let me pick one out here. There's the video. I got the video on my Twitter feed. So let's see, chat. My chat working? Hold on, I'm just gonna see if there. Ooh, chat's working. All right, let's just double checking to see if it's working. There's Mike Henrik in the house. How you doing? It's not very clear, is it? But thanks for popping in, you guys. I just wanted to do a short video, just a rundown of this thing. Which has been beaten to death. But the Mini 2 and the Mini 3 are very different. They're going to be, obviously the form factor is way different. And the sensor layout's going to be very different. I really don't care, but this thing right here, the Parrot Anafi, it got ripped off. Parrot got its gimbal technology ripped off, and they threw it on the Mini 3. And if you don't believe it, look at it. You've got a single arm gimbal, 3-axis gimbal, and that's what the Parrot Anafi had. Lossless zoom. So I'm imagining this new camera here is going to have a lossless zoom, a lot like that, where you can get those really cool dolly zoom shots. I actually will highlight that when I do see it. Look at how thin the plastic is though on that. Look at how thin. You can really see how thin it is right here. I'm thinking there's dampening right here. You see that right there? That is gimbal dampening, and that's going to take some of the vibration out of there. You see how this is split? I don't know if a lot of people are seeing that, but that is an Anafi gimbal. And it's a ripoff, man. It's a Parrot Anafi. So that was that. That's if you look at it here, I'm gonna go ahead and yes, I'm just gonna do a real quick camera spec search here. I really like the Anafi, by the way, and you can get one for dirt cheap right now if you want the extended version of the Parrot Anafi. It is no question a really good bird, and you can get them for under about $400 or under $400 right now. 3 something. I've seen them as low as $340. If you want a couple batteries, you're going to pay a little bit more. So this this is a little bit okay. This is the camera specs for the Parrot Anafi. Okay. See it digitally zoom in and up to 2.8 times on your subject in full HD in 1080p resolutions. Okay, so it's not in 4K resolutions, but you understand the Anafi is almost 3 years ago. 1.4. It's a Ultra HD 4K. So I believe I think it's 1.7. I think is on the Mini. But the shots that you were able to pull off with 25 minutes of flight time, my guess is this thing's going to give you a solid 30. Is what I'm bargaining for. If you get 35 minutes out of that puppy, I don't know, but think about that. Just think about the Parrot Anafi and think about the problems that were associated with that gimbal. A lot of you guys don't understand that, but you probably do understand that taking one of the stabilizers out of the side of the camera. See, almost all these cameras now have let's see, do I have my pocket here? I don't have it, dang it. Oh, man. Anyways, the Osmo Pocket, very rugged, but it has dual stabilizers on both sides of the camera. And they took one of the stabilizers out to give it that extra freedom of movement, but they want that camera to have a lot of ability to move. So that vertical and horizontal, like a 180 degree flip. I'm hoping that they if you remember your Phantoms from back in the day, you go back to your Phantom 3. One of the biggest problems with the Phantom 3 is anytime that gimbal got jarred enough on like a hard landing, it would shake that the gimbal stabilizer right there. And those things are very, think about it. They have a lot of needs. They're needy. But I never had any problem with the Parrot. So there were a lot of people that did, a lot of the people that broke their Parrot Anafis. The part that broke was either ribbon cable. Because you understand, with that extra movement, you're going to have that ribbon cable, assuming the ribbon cable isn't, they didn't take a lot, which they probably did. I'm guessing that they really protected that ribbon. But to get that camera connected through this stuff, man. But look at this dampener. Those have got to be dampeners on both sides. So down here, where let me see if I can go to the video, and let me go ahead and get this media right here. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to open up a display capture for me real quick. Let's see. Let's do a chat stream. I'm going to just do a window capture. Let's just capture I'm going to call this Twitter. Okay, and then we're going to find my Twitter. There it is right there. Twitter. Is that the one I want there? Yeah, that's it. Twitter. That's who. Yep. Automatic. Let's see. Overgrip. Right. Okay. So here's my. I can really adjust that nicely. You can tell with 720. You got that big old freaking. It's such a small picture. But let's go here. I'm gonna blow that up first. There we go. So we don't have. I just want to get as much of that as I can on that picture. It's a video though, so it's. This is the video of that everybody's in question. I'm gonna try to get it as centered as that is it right there. But play through that little video right there. But this is not the first one, but this is just the initial look. But it really, this, like I said, this area, you see that ribbon right there? Now, a lot of you guys, I know you can't, you see where the wires, excuse me, are protruding right there? That is a freaking weak spot from hell. And a lot of people do not know, or are not taking, or just kind of, getting excited and cheering, before we get this thing up here, we get all this other crap that's out of the picture here. Everybody's cheering for this thing, and nobody's thinking about, the ribbon cable replacement. There is no ribbon, but look at all those wires. There's 1, 2. Look at them. They're separated right here. Could you imagine that thing? That just to me is just a weak area. And everybody's looking for here. Let me turn that sound down. But everybody's looking at this thing like, oh, you can fit the bigger camera in there, but these are definitely dampeners. These got to be some kind of gimbal dampener that they moved out front, and it basically carries into the camera. That's my thought on those two protruding ears, is just that is a connective area to the actual gimbal. Whether they put a bigger camera in there or not, I just don't think they'll do that. I guess the added power. We just turn off the. I wanna let's see, cameraman. How are we doing? Okay, by the way. Ooh, man, we're lagging here a little bit. So let me turn my slides off here. All right. But here, and then when that goes to what I gotta do a little bit of checking here and see. Okay, I gotta calm down my. But that's just my worry right there. So as everybody gets all excited about all these cute all these cute sensors, which it's gonna be it's going to be nice to have those, to have that obstacle avoidance, especially forward, where you can get into tight areas. Because probably one of the coolest things about a smaller quad is wanting to get into those small and create those shots like a FPV quad. The problem is though, is you know, all you got to do is tap one of those props and it's going to fly off. I did have a run in with the Anafi props and the same thing, trying to get through small areas. And I did have one of those props hit a prehistoric bug in one of my videos, and it crashed about 10 feet. And okay, now this is going back to the gimbal. The gimbal, or the quad dropped out of the air, and of course, you know, my reaction as a, you know, as an athletic person is to try to grab it with my foot. So it basically is shut off, and I put my foot down and I try to catch it with my foot, and I kick it. So I take this Anafi and I freaking just hit a prehistoric bug. I kicked it, and now it's, you know, it's not functioning. It's not working. So I've got the kit, and and I've got all the props, extra props and stuff. Field fixed it. So go ahead, replace the prop. And then you know, everything was working good. The gimbal didn't have any tilt to it, and i.e. The Autel, you know, quads. If there's any horizon tilt to the gimbal, you know, why don't they freaking steal some ideas? You know, from why don't, you know, if Autel wants to get ahead in life, they got to do what DJI is doing and just steal ideas. So, but that's kind of what I wanted to hit. Is just looking at them wires there, guys. Look at that thing flop back when he flops that thing. You see that? You see the gimbal flop back right there? Check this out. Here we go. Here, just pling. That's them, and them freaking wires down there are just flopping around. Okay, you go in your garage, pick out a piece of wire, and I want you to bend it about 400 times, and tell me how many times it takes to bend it before your gimbal wire breaks. Now, I don't own drones long enough to have this problem, but all right. Let me get into the chat here. Does have drone will fly? You think being such a large font is going to have problems with frontal winds? Having a large front is going to have problems with frontal winds. I wonder what the speeds are going to max out at. I think it's okay. Good. Actually, that's a good question. But if I have let me go get an FPV quad real quick and just give you an idea. That's a good question. So let me grab something just real quick. All right. So I'm just going to do a little example here. So here's your 3-inch quad. Okay, small, you know, little sub 250. Okay, bird. Now, the thing about the swinging gimbal is that now, and you know, as far as catching the wind, this is the direction the wind is going to be hitting. It's going to be hitting the top of this thing. It's not going to be catching it in the face. It's going to be basically catching it like this. At full speed. So when you get to full speed, it's going to be facing the wind this way, not this way. So that's kind of the idea. This puppy is such a beast. It's freaking diatone. I'm never going to get rid of it. It's just a basher. You can just beat the crap out of it, throw new props on it, get sand in it. But yeah, so that's kind of the idea. Let's go back to the other images. But this is my concern right now is that wire harness right there. That's just flopping around, guys. That is just not right. That is a weak spot. And you know, it's just not it's not going to be durable. I just don't see that. I really do now. So it's not going to catch this. Those top eyes, which are angled down. Now what I should have done is drew out a diagram of the direction, but this thing flies its fastest at about, I don't know, what are we at, about 50 degrees almost. Freaking that sucker's that's just hauling A right now, at that angle right there. So all the wind is being pulled through the top. Now I really do like the where they've got the air vents in the front. That thing is really well vented, and there's a lot of air flowing across that battery and through the electronics. So there's some really good stuff there. But put that down. I don't need to hold that. But that's my thought on that. That idea. It's not a bad idea though. Here, I just so let me just reduce that and go back to the turn the slides back on and take Twitter off. There, go back to the slides right there. But I'm looking for that close-up shot that shows that, and with the Anafi, the same issue. You've got that ribbon cable that is now going to be exposed that much more because of all that extra movement. Okay, so let's see, Robbie Hoke, hey, how you doing? Lone Star, how you doing? But that's kind of what, I don't know, Lone Star. What do you think about that? I think on Tuesday we need to have a discussion about that ribbon, about that cable. Now, right there, if you look, this is the area, this is the part of the quad that's going to be hitting the wind, right there, the body, right there. But right there, that little cable right there, and like I said, everybody's just ignoring that. I just don't understand why. And here, let's look at the FPV quad, and you'll look at its this is the, let me go back to the display here, and then turn that off real quick. I'm a little bit slow, guys. I'm not quite myself yet. Just turn the slides off. But there's the FPV quad, and there's it at its basic cruising angle, about 45 degrees right there. And now this thing has no trouble in a dive getting 90 miles an hour. Okay. I guess you can look at the power to weight ratio on this one. I don't think it's much different though. If you're running a lipo, in a lightweight quad, you're still not going to be able to fight winds over 20 miles an hour. If you're flying that thing. Now this thing, you can do that. You can get out in a freaking gust and really hit it. But the FPV, there's 2 quads coming out this next couple of months. I really do hope that I see this thing. I'm really excited for this. I am excited for a Mini if the price is right, So I think we really got that price issue that's plaguing us at this point. And let's see if we can get the chat up on the main right there. There we go. There's a chat right there. This is easier for me to read anyway. But excuse me. I apologize here. Let me turn off the display capture for a second. I'll throw my slides back on. Here, let me put the slides behind here, guys. I'm going to put the slides behind. There we go. Put it behind the chat right there. Excuse me. Oh, it's just, oh man, I've got this nasty stuff, man. It is not COVID. But it is, God, 2 days of super sore throat. I still have a fever. I mean, I don't know what kind of crap is going around, but it is not for the faint of heart. All right, here, I just want to put my chat right there. There you go there, and I can reduce that right there. I don't need that one on. Got all kinds of stuff going on. But here, let's see. Robbie, let's see. I crashed my DJI Mini 2 once upon a time, and the same gimbal wired came out. Yeah. But I think, like I said, Kai, I want you to put that on your list of possible discussion points, unless you got some other things going on next Tuesday. That would be something I'd like to have a chat about. I know you don't want to live stream every single day, but here, Mike, let me get. All right, let's go here. I just want to help you guys. I appreciate you have Drone Will Fly. I just add your moderator, Rabiul. It says Rabiul Hoke. I think that's how you say that. All right, let's add you. I'm going to add you, Rabiul. There we go. All right, but what do you think about that? What do you think about those ideas, those concerns? Because every new product coming out, there's been a ribbon cable. There have been those types of connectors for a long time, but they've always been a weak point on a one-armed gimbal mount. So maybe with the wires, they thought that if they wrapped them individually, that they wouldn't be affected as a whole like they would as a full ribbon. Hopefully it's user replaceable, because if it does break, I want to have the ability to fix it. So that's definitely a concern. But I just wanted us to kind of, as we're getting excited to make another big purchase, that we think about those things. So, hopefully we get the switch over here too. I've got you guys all. Hey, let's put Steve up there. All right, 5 Steves today. There's a 5 Steve day. All right, let's put him up there. But anyway, I didn't want to go too long today. My throat it's gonna make it. It'll make it through this. I can do it, guys. I hope that I can entertain everybody this spring with a great crash video. So I'm gonna try my hardest to get this Mini 3 out out there where we can, you know what I'm saying. I'm not gonna crash it on purpose. I'm gonna push it a little bit, and if it crashes, it crashes. That's just part of the deal. But guys, I hope you guys don't get this cold, man. But hope everybody's having a good Sunday. I had a really good Saturday. So it's going to be raining here. So it looks like I don't see any rain out there. Actually, this is actually a really good time. It says raining off and on. We got 75 degrees. But in between rainstorms makes for a really good flying time. The air is really calm here at that time. So I'm going to go get that I got a new 4S 850. It's a Tattoo R-Line battery. I think I paid $17 for it, something, or $17 to $19. So I'm excited to put a new battery on there. The 850s are kind of the sweet spot for the 4 to 3-inch quads. If you get an 850 on there, you can really haul some butt with that. What else did I have I found another card, guys. I got some sad news to tell you. Okay, I do have some sad news to tell you, Mike. You're going to be very, very angry with me, and guys, as much as we love our quads, they have a very short lifespan, and I did have to sell my Air 2S so I can move forward this spring. I really apologize to the Air 2S Army. I wanna say I'm sorry officially. I probably made a mistake. Maybe I should have sold the Mavic 3. Maybe, but the FPV virus. Have an FPV virus. You guys, I just flew twice last weekend, and it is catchy. I'm actually gonna, like I said, it's just yeah. Oh boy, come on, Mike, don't get too angry, okay? I'm still got some work to do with the Mavic 3, and we got the quad, we got the FPV quad hopefully coming out. We've got the Mini coming out. So, what's the conversation of quad years to human years? The conversion of quad. Excuse me. I can mute that, but I need to have a cough mute. I apologize. That is really, really rude. 1 to 99. That's probably right. Okay, no, let's see. Let's see. Okay, it would be, because most of us haven't started buying quads most of us have only started doing this for about maybe 5 years. Some of us have been doing this for a long time. But I'm only about a 5 or 6, 5 years. I don't know, 2018? 18, yeah, was it 2017? That 2018? I think it was about then when I started my channel. But I've owned, let me see if I can think of all the ones I've owned. Let's see, Parrot Bebop 2. That was my first, I'd say, legit quad, but I did a home build first. I still have that big bad boy. And of course, I've got the X21 back there, the X21. Everybody has to own an X21. So everybody starts there, and the Sky, what's the freaking thing? I don't know. The Sky, I don't know. The Sky Pirate, because it freaking took $50 from me when buying that piece of crap. Then the little tiny thing, little pocket quad that freaking worked for 2 minutes and you replaced everything on it. It was just, I mean, we went through, that's a lot. So Sunrise, I don't know. I think Sunrise, I think we're, I think we're more like dog years when it comes to quads. Kind of like dog years, I'm thinking. The 1 to 99. Gosh, guys, I still have a fever. Man, that is some whacked out stuff. And I did take a COVID test too. My mother-in-law said she suggested I take more than one, like about 3 of them, but I don't think so. We did have I do have some bad news as far as my workplace. A person that I worked with died of COVID just last Friday, so that was not good. And he was actually getting better, and I don't know, he just went south. It hit him hard again, and they thought it had it under control. He's about my age, dude. He wasn't an old dude, but because I'm not old. Anyway, I'm just saying that the sickness stuff is just still going. But we've got quads, and hopefully our quad virus will be a lot more powerful. As far as the front and rear sensor thing going on this, really don't have much to say about that. I think it's unique. I don't know of them saving your quad much. I guess trees, if you're like underneath the canopy and you're backing out. But if you're backing out of let's see, you're backing out of the trees, you're like this, so that rear sensor now comes straight back. And then when you're coming straight forward, so you got 4 sensors moving forward. That'd be interesting to fly up the Red Mountain with that setup. So it'd be really interesting. It really, like I said, that's kind of where I'm at today. Oh man, let's see. We get through this. We get through the live chat here. I got 3 batteries to drain at sunrise. Watch out for those flying apples. If you have not watched the video from Ready Set Drone, Sunrise Water Media, and Lone Star UAV, they did themselves a really nice, put a nice video compilation together April 1st. Go check that out if you have not seen that video. Very easy to find. Just say Mavic 3 and an Apple comparison, okay? Apple compared to Mavic 3. So Kelly they got the crew together and they put together a little video. So as excited as I am with this, guys, I can tell you one thing. Okay, I can tell you one thing right now. Okay, I am more excited for that. I really am. I am way more excited. That is just cool looking. Guys, if they put stabilized video in that FPV, oh my jeez, I had so much fun. But if they do a mini, obviously they're gonna have to take some of that cinematic. I guess I could put my SMO camera on the top of that. Just need to stabilize it. Maybe they'll have some software that we can stabilize our quads with. It would be nice if they do that. All right. Oh man, I've been on for 39 minutes. That's too much. Frozen Fury. Holy crap, man. Frozen Fury. The guitar god is on. Nice to see ya. My Frozen, my son's got himself a Schecter, and he's I don't know what the freaking model is. It's beautiful though. I don't know as much as I know about guitars, and yeah, Frozen's a freaking really amazing. Goes to Frozen Fury, 009. Go to his channel, check him out. He's a freaking just amazing guitar player. But my son is gonna be putting some tunes together. Got taking some guitar lessons, so we'll see how that goes. Like to listen to that. It's kind of cool. But can't believe you sold your soul, the 2S. Mike, life goes on. We must move forward. Okay. Okay. We can't, we can't dwell on the past. Drones are all about moving forwards. Okay. And if you have not seen my amazing, sexy countdown, none of you guys have. Can I play the sexy countdown for you guys? Okay. All right. Okay. Just bear with me. This is my new countdown for my channel. You guys are going to love this. Check this out. Here we go. The new sexy countdown. Here we go. You guys know that that's the greatest countdown that you've ever seen. Oh man, guys, you got to have fun doing this stuff. If you want to be like everybody else, go watch them. But you know that in my videos somewhere there's going to be something fun. So, but that is the sexy countdown. So, all right, let's go here. I'm just trying a couple things out. Just bear with me, guys. But let's see. Get the chat main right there, and I can go, yeah, right there. So I've got this screen where I've got the chat up on the top. So that's kind of cool too. That's not very symmetrical though, is it? I can make that better. Here, I can just clean that up so it's right like that. All right. But yep. So what do you think about that? Let's go. Play it. Play the countdown. Come on, where's freaking Kai Fredrickson when you freaking play the greatest freaking introduction to the video history? Oh, if there ain't a very big difference between the Mini 2, just gonna have to save my money and go digital FPV. Digital FPV is absolutely amazing. I'm just gonna tell you right now. It's as close to real flying. Anybody that you've seen that is learning FPV, that's here. I'm going to do some at your expense. I'm going to do a little bit of screen modification here. Snapping that back here. Got to snap that up. Now, obviously, that's unnecessary video over here, but it's not necessary. I think I can go. Let's see. I can move it over. I can nudge it that way, and you can click it this way and nudge that one that way. So it's overlapping. There we go. But come on, guys. Like and subscribe if you have not. If you have not put a thumbs up on that, you got to at least give me a thumbs up for the introduction. Okay, you've got to at least give me a thumbs up for the sexy countdown. And some of you maybe I lost half of you guys. When I went to sexy countdown, my chat went blank. And when I laugh, everything freaking moves. Oh boy. What? Let's see. I know it's that it's that front camera. I got to get that thing. I got to put that on a pole. Speaking of pole. Just got my Nano Hawk. Hey, Yellow Rose drones. If you have not get to the introduction, you'll probably watch it 5 times. Can't fly it. No controller, no goggles yet. I would invest in some V1s. I don't know. We'll see. If the new FPV quad comes out and it's crap, it last year was what, $1,200? Oh my God, with one battery. Then I had to end up buying a second battery, and then you're into it 14 on. Oh man, everything is so pricey. Ugh. But it was not hard to get rid of. I really probably one of the sorriest, saddest days was when I got rid of that, because some of my most glorious, most absolutely amazing flights came from the FPV. So, all right, let's go to my main display. There we go. But question was, let me go ahead and turn the chat off real quick. But big concerns as a recap. Well, we didn't talk a little about the battery, that big old battery. But if it's running a bigger camera, flight time will probably not increase by that much. 30 minutes. So it'll probably say 35, something like that. But it'll probably go a solid 30. If it does say it can go 40, I won't believe it. I'm definitely not going to take it out that far. And then of course, dampeners built into the gimbal, and that is a knockoff of the Parrot Anafi, and you know it. You know for a fact that the Parrot company got absolutely those little protruding ears are a dead giveaway. Okay, they're a dead giveaway. So getting ready to fly and record fireworks through fireworks. What's going on? What's it? What's the fireworks for? It's I don't know. Was it April 3rd today? What's the date today? What do you guys think? It's almost time for me to get off the stream here, but yeah. What's the fireworks for, Yellow Rose? I want to know. He's got to tell us what the fireworks is for. Somebody's got to tell me what is going on here. Come on, before I freaking start my. Let's see, the new DJI FPV drone comes out. I hope the batteries are interchangeable with the first one. Well, this picture from my chat stream right there. Here, let's go to the Twitter. Hold on here. If you here, let me move it. I gotta do a little bit of adjustment here and let's get this thing carved down the front and pull out the back. You can see the battery has been moved out of the bottom. It would be nice if that battery would fit in that spot. I agree. And they should at least give us just one generation that we can reuse our product, But if it's a mini, if it's a small FPV, if it's a mini FPV, that will take that out. DJI is pretty much known for kind of like upsetting the apple cart. Whether it's a new battery system, they did give you 2 minis, with the same battery system. They gave us basically 3 minis, 3 generations of the same battery, which, everybody's going to be flying that mini forever. So I think San Antonio has a fiesta this week. All right. Thank you for letting me know there, Lone Star. But all right, you should go fly the Autel Evo. You got the Autel Evo, and go get some fireworks pictures. All right, I'm done. I've had it. But thanks for dropping in. But for like I said, let's get real here, guys. There is a weak spot in the Mini 3. And this gimbal wire here is going to cause some stress, I think. I don't know until we know. But I guess it's going to take some use for anybody to be able to find that out, So yeah. All right, so I'm going to get out of here. All right. I know I keep telling you that. Should we leave with the sexy countdown? What do you think? Hands up, okay? How many people vote sexy countdown for the outro? Or does everybody want to see the, Old Faithful, which is my FPV hitting a tree? So, sexy countdown or FPV hitting the tree? How are we going out today? How are we going out? Let me know. Going to studio mode here. I'm going to set that up. So you tell me, how are we going to finish? How are we going to do our outro today? Here, we got FPV in a tree. FPV in a tree or the sexy countdown? FPV in a tree or the sexy countdown? All right. Since. Yes. All right. This is how we're going out, guys. We're going out on fire. Later.